I would like to know what percentage of our audience didn't watch Tiger King, during COVID. I mean, I got to imagine a ton watch Tiger King, and you've represented these individuals. How has it impacted utilizing them from like a testimonial perspective?
So we haven't gotten into that yet. I've told my team, like, Lord have mercy. Like Jordan Davis, his mother is now Congresswoman Lucy McBath. Like, she's in the U.S. Congress. She went from flight attendant, took this campaign, and now she's a U.S. Congresswoman. And we're great friends. And she would definitely do a testimonial if she can. I don't know the rules, but to have Omarosa and to have like Joe, he's in prison still. I got to get him out. But, Joe and my kids call him Uncle Joe. People think that's weird, but they don't know. They've never seen Tiger King. Like, my kids aren't going to watch it because they're too young, but they know the guy that Daddy talks to, and he's battled cancer while in prison. He's dealt with real human issues, and he was set up, and that's kind of the phase that even we put up 7 billboards in town, and I've resisted billboards my entire career because of the bad reputation of billboard lawyers, right? But our family law division and our criminal defense division needed more cases, and I said, all right. And my marketing person said, hey, we have an internal person, said, hey, let's put your face up there. People know you from TV news. They know you from documentaries and all that, Tiger King. I was like, no, our number is 4444444. Let's just do the number. Let's do a number 4 with the finger sticking over the billboard. And that's what we went with. Because I just didn't want to drive by and see my face. It creates this unnatural ego, and then my kids are seeing it, and they see it enough. But it's kind of managing branding while being human. It's the testimonial aspect is something that we really, I've got some that were done by normal clients, right? But the concept of actually having, celebrity clients do them. I've seen one firm, pull out a former basketball player that was injured. I was like, oh, that's compelling, right? That's there's a secondary endorsement there.
Right.
And I'm thinking, yeah, that is it. But I don't like leveraging, relationships. I represent several of the Jacksonville Jaguars, but you would know it.
Yeah, that's so interesting. And just on the billboard topic, so just briefly, when did you do that? Have you seen an impact? Because the intention was to get more cases. Because billboards, attribution's murky, right? Direct response, you can do, or pay-per-click, attribution, no problem. But billboard's a little bit more challenging. Have you seen an immediate impact or an impact from those?
We did them years ago, and I just mainly digital because somebody convinced me to do it, and it was part of our splash into a new market, Brunswick, Georgia, and we did get calls, and we knew because of the geography of it, because they were centered outside of our main office, that they worked almost too well, because then all of a sudden I was staffing an office that I really didn't want to fully staff. But this time around, we have gotten calls. We always ask, where did you see us? But it's for me, because I'm on the news, I'm on the billboard, they'll say the last thing they saw. And, I'm shamefully, like, my SEO and SEM have shamefully dropped, plus all the competition and all the Google, paid search listings. Like, I'm not as good as I needed to be on SEO. That my web, you got to dig to find me on my web page. Now, you type in, wrongful death and a couple of facts, and you're probably going to find me on a news site for a similar case. It's interesting. I've represented, since Aaron joined, I've represented 5 other women run over while sunbathing. And they didn't find that on my website. They found it on news sites because they were searching for this happened. And lo and behold, guess who was quoted? Me. And it's this whole other thing that I almost hate to tell people because nobody's doing it. Maintaining a consistent relationship with earned media, news media, has been one of my greatest successes. But the billboards, because the main thing that I wanted to market was our phone number. 444-4444 is, you're not going to forget. We have had messages left overnight. We have a 24-hour call service, but we've gotten messages the next morning from people in prison that just said, I get one phone call and I knew to dial 444-4444, call me, find me in the morning. And, that markets itself.
Yeah, no, if Paul Faust is listening, he's probably getting a kick out of this. The number king. Yeah,
right.
I couldn't agree more. And I'll tell you, I personally, I like the repeaters, the 4444, better than like the vanity. Back in the day before mobile device, I would do the whole, letters, here we go on the, but now it's just like, we're looking for ease and convenience. So I like the repeaters. I'm a big fan of it. Here I am saying that though, John, and I own my own vanity number 2. So,
yeah. I have 800 litigate that we use national, and I have 904 justice that we're going to set up for texting. That somebody just emailed me. It wasn't Paul, but somebody just emailed me and said, "Hey, do you want 904 justice?" I said, "How much?" And they gave me a number, and I said, "No, but that's not a bad number." And gave them a number back, and they said, "We want to work with you." Okay. I was like, "Well, that's a steal." But I own, I think 10 sets of 444-4444. So wow. I've bought from everybody. The first set I bought off eBay, crazily enough. There's just somebody that had 904-444-4444 on eBay. And I negotiated and bought it. The second one was 912 in Georgia, and it was a little lady that passed away, and she had it for like this church that she ran that wasn't really a church or something. I can't remember the story, but we went to her family and asked if we could have it, and they said sure. So got that one for free.
And I'm near St. Louis, and we got Schultz Myers over here, 314-444-4444. Yeah, so it's memorable. Here I am. I'm repeating it right here.